Hello, my name is John Downie, and I'm here today to talk about Lewis Mumford. Lewis Mumford was born in 1895 in Flushing, New York. He attended school and college, but didn't graduate after becoming ill with tuberculosis. He's prolifically published with 28 books, essays, and reviews and letters on a multitude of subjects: urban planning, technology, culture, history. He approached planning from a humanistic angle. He also worked as an architecture critic for the New Yorker magazine for over 30 years. During his studies, he discovers Patrick Geddes, the Scottish biologist and town planner. This is a monumental moment for Mumford, as he wrote, "It surely was one of the decisive days of my life," Akimoto, 2009 too. Geddes impressed upon Mumford the tangible concept of connecting biological and complex social curiosities together, Akimoto, 2009. Another major influence from Mumford, and he conversed and wrote many, was Ebenezer Howard, the English planner and founder of the Garden City movement, Britannica. Mumford acutely attuned to social and garden city ideals, writes, "What is a city?" In this text, he describes how planning persists through the inability to understand that social elements of a city are its drivers. He believes noted thinkers were more successful in comprehending social behavior traits and its application to how it shapes a society, more so than the sociologists assigned to urban planning. Mumford, 1937. He strongly believes that social aspects and not physical aspects should be the planning drivers. Akimoto, 2000. In Culture of the Cities, he states that the city is the dense conglomerate of power, culture, and variation of life, believing this is where social integration and its effectiveness is best achieved. Mumford, 1938. Thus, the essence of his philosophy and the reason that he has such distaste for the boom of technology as it dilutes social interaction. In What is a City, he states social facts are primary. The physical organization of a city, its industries and its markets, its lines of communication and traffic must be subservient to its social needs. Mumford, 1937-94. Mumford does not relate to the planning desires of Le Corbusier and Frank Lloyd Wright, and states that Wright's ideas were ahead of their time in his houses, but remain just that, houses mainly for the wealthy class. He believes that Wright only addressed the higher need of greater density when he conceived his Broadacre city. Mumford, 1938. Mumford is also critical of the instruments of Broadacre: the motor car, electric communication, and machine shops. Mumford, 1938. He panned Le Corbusier's plan for Paris, stating its aesthetic monotony do not represent in architectural form the variety that actually exists in a mixed human community. Akimoto, 2009. Mumford pursued principles of organic growth by cellular division and enticed himself to understand that there was a limit to the growth of any organism. He held disdain for the way sociologists and economists pursued an urban development that was hastened and arrived at the universal megalopolis, mechanized, standardized, and essentially dehumanized. Mumford, 1961, 527. Mumford penned many letters and essays. One such is the collection The Highway and the City. He naturally punctuated the sentiments of his writing, theories, and observations with geographical examples. And in this example of Rotterdam, it houses interest because it reflects the contemporary city that rebirthed from the ravages of war, and that rebirth is a triumph. Mumford, 1963. Mumford dislikes modern architecture and directs his attack on the advances in Rotterdam through his gaze on the shopping area. He feels more akin to the narrower streets of London or Amsterdam, but endorses Liebjan for its removal of cars. He portrays his joy at the urban design with the effect of Liebjan is warm, lively, almost gay. Mumford, 1963-37. He approves of the unhindered urban transformation that has occurred in the city, and despite a few shortcomings in his eyes, he shines with the words, "It is by its spirited, resourceful planning as a whole, not by this or that individual building, that Rotterdam makes a profound impression." Mumford, 1963-40.